Hello, welcome back to Access Granted. My name is Nathan. I'm here with Dave.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa indeed, Dave. And I see. And on that subject, Dave, you've been in Japan all this week.
I have. I don't know how to say I have in Japanese.
No, I thought
I can just keep saying konnichiwa.
Test the boundaries of your knowledge. That's precipitated a bit of a change this week.
It has.
There is no one on onesie this week. We haven't had time to make one. There was some support in the comments for making Rob and Dan fight.
Yes.
But actually, instead, what we've got is a vlog of you and Holly in your time in Japan.
Not fighting.
Sickening for those of us who didn't go to Japan, but also quite entertaining, and it's nice to see what you got up to. So that's going to be coming up in a minute, but before all of that...
It's time for comments of the week.
We should maybe still get Rob and Dan to do one-on-onesie maybe next week. You know?
There's also the plan.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
That is also the plan.
Oh,
and
excellent.
also, I tell you what, we nearly filmed it today, but Rob and Dan don't know this. Rob is playing a lot of Crash Bandicoot for another reason on the channel.
Yeah.
And I was going to get them to do, because a lot of people came up and said, we'll see in the comments in a minute, that there are other levels which are quite hard. And I don't think Dan's ever played Crash Bandicoot. So
right.
Rob's been playing it for 2 days solid in the office for work. So that wouldn't have been fair. So
really.
we're going to make them fight next week for something else. But anyway, on to the comments. First of all, some business about last week's one-on-onesie.
Okay, let's have it.
Glorious victory, terrible loser.
Well, what?
A lot of people really enjoyed us playing Crash Bandicoot, Dave, but not that you'd be able to tell from Mason Yaramillo's comment, which just says, the high road is way harder. That's all he said. So
right?
We should have been on the high road. And actually the high road is where Rob has been trying to get to this week.
Really?
So maybe that would be perfect for and he said something awful when he got to the end of the level before the high road, because he was very pleased about getting there.
I'm up for it now. I really enjoyed Crash, and I gotta be honest, I really felt I was going to win. And then you pulled it out of the bag, and fair play, you absolutely smashed it. So.
Say no more, man, because Phaser Demon, who got into the spirit of it a bit more,
right.
And he also delivered a textbook example of writing comments as you're watching the video.
Okay.
So first of all, Phaser Demon said, I just love Nate constantly losing faith in the time mechanical step sections, and then cry face emoji a couple of times, and then edit, Dave is the flukiest gamer ever. And I was like, oh, come on, man, when you fell down, that was crazy. And then
one time.
Finally, he says, edit 2, never mind Dave, get in the onesie!
Oh, brilliant.
But that was very much, people were thinking you were going to win. I was thinking you were going to win.
I thought I was going to win. Like, I can admit that one bit was fluky, but I was using a lot of skill up to that point.
There was a feeling in the room as well, man. It was just me and you in there. So it's one of us felt it, was definitely me. Was that when you got to one life left, your mind just went. You were like under pressure.
I know.
It was brilliant.
Let's not forget, when you took, as I was jumping, said, no, don't jump.
There was another time when you said, yes, do jump.
I know, let's just get on with it. Like, let's just do the high road or whatever it's called, and then we'll know who's...
Maybe all 4 of us should be in next week's one-on-one.
That's interesting.
Returning to the subject of Guitar Hero from last week as well.
I love Guitar Hero.
I've got to say, man, like you said, like many real guitarists, you find it easier to play on expert than on easy, right? And I was teasing you about this, but actually there are a lot of people backing you up. I don't know if they're helping your cause though. People like Tony Galati, who says, I have 73 real guitars, and I agree with Dave. Guitar Hero definitely asks you to play notes when there are no real notes being played at times. It's harder to play a song on Guitar Hero if you know how to play it in real life. I hate Guitar Hero.
Oh no. 73 real guitars.
Yeah.
I love it.
Come on, what? So we get someone else with 74 and they're like, we have to take their word above yours, I guess. So we're looking for anyone out there who's got more than 73 real guitars.
Maybe a shop owner.
Yeah, that is a lot of guitars, man. What are you using them for?
I'd love to see where they're stored and things.
I am teasing you a little bit, but that's a genuinely enormous collection of guitars. So if you want to let us know in the comments this week, what you're using them for and why you have that many. I guess you maybe are a professional guitarist.
I hope so.
Who knows? Finally, Dave, like many people, Joshua Vale raises this point because at one point in the show you said this. Wait, I'm a bit of a completionist, says Dave, the guy who they continually pick on for not having a platinum.
That's very true.
I mean, you've walked right into that trap.
Absolutely. Let me respond. No, let me think about what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is, okay, I know what it is.
Yep.
It doesn't really make sense. I am a completionist, but I become overwhelmed and tired because it stops me from
like a baby.
Like, say, The Witcher. What would be best for me is to just play the story, just play the middle, the through line, and get to the end. But because I'm a completionist,
I'm
like, I have to go off at every tangent. What's
so
that?
What you're saying, you're a completionist in the way that you're not necessarily completing things, but you feel the urge to.
Yes, exactly. And then I get so tired of being like so completely hemmed in by my own need to do everything that then I'm just like, I'm going to do nothing. So maybe completionist is the wrong word.
It is.
What is the word? It's like I've got to do everything, but I can't do everything, so I'll just do nothing. That's that's what it is. That's it in a nutshell. Yes, very unfocused.
We'll think of it, if anyone knows exactly the word we're looking for, maybe it's German.
Not a rude word.
It could be,
a nice word. I'd like it to be a nice word that says you've got your best intentions at heart.
Right.
But you're being let down by your own brilliance. That's what I'd like the word to say, if we can come up with that.
Oh, and I've been extra mean to you this week, Dave.
Yeah,
all the comments have been about how terrible you are, but it's only because you've been to Japan.
Yeah, I have
and I haven't.
I have.
So why don't we take a look at how that was?
We're in Tokyo, Japan, because we have been sent out here to come and see Polyphony Digital for GT Sport, but we're also having a bit of fun in Tokyo.
A bit of fun. I mean, I'll tell you what, okay, sometimes our job's all right.
So we're in Shimokitazawa and we're at Flipper's Pancakes and they do souffle pancakes and they're the best pancakes in Japan.
This is not like any pancake I've ever seen. Look how fluffy, oh my god. You got plain, I got mango. I have to go now. Sad now. We're on the underground and I'm scared, but you've got this.
I have got this. So we're at Omosango.
Okay.
We're going to take this line, we're going to final stop.
Okay.
It's adventure.
Woo! Adventure! Sky Tree. I don't really know what the Sky Tree is, and I'm excited to find out.
We're going to go see Tokyo.
Woo! We've come to the Sky Tree, and the Sky Tree is like a huge tower that goes into the sky with amazing panoramic views of Tokyo.
Yes.
Except
It doesn't.
the weather today is grey, and we literally went to buy a ticket and they were like, you can go up if you want, but
Lady was like, this is what you can see right now, and it was just great.
It was
so
just-
she was like, love, don't buy a ticket.
so the Sky Tree's not really worked out for us.
So let's go get some lunch.
Lunch sounds good.
Let's go to Shibuya. I brought you to a ramen place. It's a chain.
Yeah.
They're quite famous because you don't actually talk to the staff.
This is like Rob's dream.
Yeah, so basically you order at the vending machine and then you come here, you fill out your little form telling them like how hard you want the noodles and how spicy you want it. Press the bell and then they deliver all the food to the hatch, and when it's delivered they pull down the little blind.
No one's said a single word to me yet,
No,
and I like it.
And if I want to talk to the staff, I can write notes on here with this pen and give it to the staff. Go on, Jackson, you can do it.
Do this.
Eat the noodles.
I'm really struggling with these.
Oh, it's good ramen. It's really good. So, you're gonna have something?
I am.
What are we talking? What kind of a drink are you after?
I want a watery drink.
Okay, those look quite
I'm gonna go for
watery.
this one.
Are you sure you don't want
No.
Wonder Morning Shot? What about Emerald Mountain Blend?
That sounds like coffee.
What about this lady? She's saying, oh. No?
Rich and clear
You've already
taste.
ordered.
I've
You've already ordered.
I don't trust you.
If this is just water, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
It's not just water, is it? Let's by Coca-Cola.
Aquarius.
It's by Cola.
You've got to try it.
Okay, have a sec.
I'm expecting great things.
It smells good.
It's water, isn't it? Just be honest, I can take it.
Oh, do you remember Lucozade when it used to be a soft drink? Like, not fizzy?
No. Oh yeah. No, they
Yeah,
still
it
do
tastes
that.
like that.
What, like the sports
I
drink?
think it's a sports drink.
Well,
We're going to do some sports now.
you've done quite well.
I didn't want to I didn't.
What's going on?
I didn't want to touch him.
Touch what?
I didn't want to touch him.
What's happening?
Big bug. Go have a look.
What is it?
It's like one of the big stag beetles with the thingy on its head.
Oh my god. Alright, I know this is a bit of a cliche, but it had to be done. The toilet. Japanese toilets, so famous for their many controls. It's got more buttons than my entire flat. Buttons including stop, rear, front, and my personal favourite, privacy. No one will have any idea what I'm up to in here.
That looked good. Your pancakes look good. Me and Dan were talking about your pancakes.
Yeah.
A lot.
There was more than usual. There was, I've got to be honest, that was only about 20% of the sweet food that we ate. Holly, it turns out, she's been to Tokyo a few times. She knows her way around the sweet food
pancakes
establishments.
of Tokyo.
She really does.
Wow.
There was also a very good baked Alaska that I had.
Oh, man, okay.
A cronut, which is a croissant and donut combined.
I know.
There was lots of stuff.
Yeah.
I've come away.
look
I
great.
may
What-
never eat a sweet thing again.
Best
to be
memory
honest.
of Japan from Tokyo this time around?
Oh, there's so many.
I've got to say, I did not like seeing you in the whole Kawaii flipping photo booth.
You like that?
It burnt my eyes.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
You should go on Holly's Twitter page if you want to see the full thing in all its glory. Maybe take some time to look at it with your own eyes. It was actually great. There's no polyphony visit in that vlog because we're going to be having loads of polyphony on the channel this week. So the whole point of Holly and I going to Tokyo, which we didn't make clear enough, is that we went to play GT Sports. So we went to Polyphony Digital, and Kazunori Yamauchi was there. He gave us a tour of the developer, which was fantastic. So many awards. Like GT, you forget what an absolutely amazing series
It's been
it
going
is.
for about 20 years.
Like, you know, the real driving simulator.
Yeah.
It really certainly is.
And they
And
must
it's
have
been
just-
recognised as such.
Just rooms for the awards, entire rooms.
Yes, they do pretty much. And he took us on a tour, and we got to play loads and loads of GT Sport, and we're going to have loads of GT Sport on the channel this week. Holly and I have got lots of info that we're going to share.
This is kind of what this section is normally about. It's about telling you what's coming onto the channel this week, and it is mostly just loads of GT Sport.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to break it down. I think there's we do have an interview with Yamauchi as well.
Yeah, I
which
think we're
is
going to
being
save
integrated.
that up.
Oh, for later
We're
on.
going to save that up for nearer launch time. But
there's you playing various different modes. There's capture of everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be
You pay loads
great.
of attention, so you know all about the game.
I'm going to have to cut it very carefully to make it look like I was good at the game.
Yeah, of course.
But that's on me, you know. You guys will be none the wiser.
No worries. And there's also a Tuesday checklist on Tuesday coming up. There is a Friday feature, and there might be a smattering of FIFA 18 this week as well. There might be some reveals and some bits and pieces.
Oh, that's exciting.
Coming up. So do stay tuned to the channel. Do stay tuned to Access Granted next week. I feel like we're going to be playing more Crash. I feel like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Also, just let us know. The comments were really good this week. Yeah, just come on. If you've got anything to say to us about anything that's been on the channel, let us know. If you've got stuff you want to complete in games, let us know with a little hashtag squad goals. We're still doing that. That's still a thing.
Yeah.
There's reasons that you haven't got platinum trophies. There's like maybe 1 or 2 trophies left. Let us know in excuses. We just want to know all of your stuff. If you've got anything, just generally tell us what game you're playing. Tell us what games you'd like to be playing, what you're looking forward to. Let us know everything. We would like to put it into next week's Access Granted. Sounds like it could be a long one at this rate.
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
But thank you for watching this week. Thanks, Dave, and we'll see you guys next week.